music. Beep. I said beep. There we go. Good morning. So, ground rules. Or not rules, but one, we're playing Dialtown again, so I gave this warning at the top of all those episodes, except for like one of them. Dialtown's a weird game. It's definitely not for kids. That's the long and the short of it. Two, I did not get very much sleep, so we're not going to be... I mean, you could totally make fun of me if you want to, but, like, know that I might be a little bit extra, like, out there. Alright? Okay? Three, I'm still a little bit sick, so, like, if I sound a little rough, leave me alone. Four, I don't even know if I'm actually counting properly. Wait, what? Okay, you know what? That's fine. We're gonna go with that. That works. Anyway, good morning. So today is more Dialtown. As far as tomorrow, like, I'm gonna be in the middle of my groove with Dialtown. Part of me wants to do, the Halloween event for Terraria, but, like, again, I'm kind of in my zone, you know? But, whatever, it's fine, I don't care that much. Also, I wound up, and this show isn't, like, super unknown, but I wound up, actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's struck. I'm not gonna talk about it, never mind. I'll get back to that later, okay? Alright. Because I'm not sure where it falls, but I'd rather err on the side of caution rather than, like... and again, I've talked about this before, like... I just... Or not the show. But until the strike is over, I will try my best to not talk about struck works. Like, I've occasionally slipped up, but, like, if I knowingly can avoid it, I will. Alright? Okay. Okay. Also, I may be extra, like, bleh today, so, like, just bear with me. Anyway. It's fine. Okay, lovely. Let's get that volume back up. Let's also move that out of the way. Yep, it's fine. No. Load. Don't make a new one. I think we're still in the middle of the Bigfoot route. Oh god, I have to do your voice while I'm not feeling great. No. As tempting as that is, I don't want to legally be liable for the damage to the property/non-person that may occur. Plus, what if some of your fleshy chunks flew into the booth through the ticket slot? Oh, Jerry. Oh, alright. If I lose, then... I guess I'll leave you alone forever. Alright, I'll take your bet. Since, you know, there's no possible way that you could shamble together irrefutable proof that Bigfoot exists. Jerry, meet God damn it. Jerry, meet Bigfoot. That... What? That's a guy in a costume. You've hired a... I see nary zipper nor seam, Jerry. I mean, I could... Hang on. Where's my mouse? Right here would be a placement of a seam that is very visibly not been, like, plucked to make it smooth, but I think that's kind of the joke. Anyway, Jesus Christ, the ska horns in my ear. 'Tis the real Squatch. No more, no less. Oh, Jesus Christ. Aw, he likes you. No. No. A bet's a bet, Jerry. You have to let me in now. I can't explain this to my boss, that I let someone in without paying for a ticket because I bet I'm gonna lose my fucking job. Does your boss also wish to meet Bigfoot? What do I tell my wife when I come home unemployed? Oh god, our marriage is already on the rocks. Oh dear, Jerry. I can't even sleep on the couch. I believe it's pronounced Alsatians. I believe it's a type of dog? I don't remember. My life is ruined. Hey, Jerry, let me into the fun fair. Let me... Bigfoot is real. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is the polio vaccine, or President Phonal Ring in all over again. That is so difficult to say. What even is my life? Jerry, let me in, Jerry. Let me in. I want in. No! Fuck! What the fuck? Can I just... I'm just gonna let Bigfoot boost me over the fence, okay? He's gonna explode or something. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. He's gonna explode. He might need to reevaluate a few things, though. Namely, his life. Come on, Squatchy. Ugh. These moist, watermelon-hued eggs won't lay themselves. Bye, Jerry. Oh, dear. Oh, was it really that close to the ending? The ending where Jerry has to reevaluate things going forward. Well, shit. Hello, friend. Hello. Well, I guess we were really close to the end there. That doesn't mean we don't still have, the big one left. Alright. Hooray, souffle. Let's go. I'm excited, because this is this is the chapter that truly made me fall in love with Dialtown. Enter my name. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Hopefully it gets better for you. Let's just go with Logan again, because I don't want to come up with another stupid, like, whatever. Alright. We're going with, other. Sure, why not? Okay. Mayor Mingus's office. Jesus. Thank you for showing up to yet another essential meeting of the mingling. I can read some of that. My pronouns are, they, he. I tend to prefer they over he, but yeah. Alright. Let me see if I can read this. Rules for the meeting. No hooting, no hollering, no yeeting, no yaunting, I think that says. And then I can see, like, member list, her name. I think that says Billy, Theodore, Shooty and Stabby, Bobo, and I can't really read the last one. Okay, cool. I got you, mate. As I'm sure you are all aware, our humble council of concerned citizens, made up of Dialtown's most powerful and noteworthy residents, or is made up of. Presiding over this meeting is none other than yours truly, the shrewd and devilishly cunning man of Dialtown, Ms. Mingus Crown. Hi, hey, boss. There's too many for me to go quickly. I heard that. I fucking heard that. When I figure out which one of you... Moving on. Before we get to our pressing business, I'll conduct a quick head count. Little Billy, the kicker of shins and biter of ankles, the bane of Dialtown's alleys, public schools, and playgrounds. Ah, Jesus Christ. Mayor Mingus is a girl, by the way. What the fuck was that? Rotary Christ, do you know how sensitive a cat's hearing is?
Are you asking me this as if this is the first time I've shrieked directly into a cat's ear? Bit of a stupid question, that.
Oh, you can swear. Like, sometimes, like, it'll catch some things, but, like, as long as it's not, like, actually, like, offensive, I'll just, like, allow it through. You see, this is why we have to invite you here. You're too dangerous to have in our opposition's hands.
Yeah, and it's real sweat.
Yeah, fair. Oh, fun fact, for anyone who's in the FNAF fandom, the person who made this also made, I believe it's Day Shift. It's whatever one is set in Colorado, and there is a direct reference to it in this. There's a character you meet who directly talks about working at a pizzeria out in Colorado and how, like, weird things are. Like you could look it up. I don't know all about it, but I just know that he worked on something like that. Oh, yeah.
Big Beard rocks, you know.
You think that's news to me? Beard's half of my whole job, you little brat.
I'm a Machiavellian little scamp.
Who taught you that word? Machiavellian, referring to the novel. I know, I got education by 50% across the board last year, so it couldn't have been at school. And by the way, I know, like, barely anything about FNAF. Like, I just remember that being something that people talked about. And it's one of those things, it's like, okay, so I had just graduated college when FNAF first came out, and even though I'm big into horror, I really don't like jump scares, especially in the vein of that. But I like the concept a lot. And that's where I'm stuck, because it's kind of the same thing as, like, I love the concept of Subnautica, but those people who are, like, super long time ago veterans here know that my first sub goal ever was to play Subnautica, and I intended to make it a series, except I played 2 streams of it as part of the sub goal, and literally wound up giving myself an asthma attack both times from the amount of panic. So my next sub goal was going to be to play FNAF. That's never happening. Literally, I cannot. It would have to be like a big, way down the road thing. I can't even imagine I'd be that fun, because I'd be just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And like the only ones that I'm super duper interested in are like Security Breach, because I like the setting a little bit more. But also I know that Security Breach can be a struggle to get running sometimes. And again, it's one of those things where, like, I love horror, I love the concept, I'm just really bad with jump scares. Anyway, it's fine, hang on. I need to hydrate. No matter, moving on. Theodore Rustlebelt, zoo master and allegedly famed explorer, the cager of beasts and jailer of zebras and whatnot.
Hello, yes, Billy, to the lot of you. Glad to be back.
The Swan. What? And what might that be, standing on the table in front of you?
Is none other than the Cygnus Dialtownus, the noble Dialtown native swan.
I can clearly see that it's a swan, Theodore. What I meant was... Why on earth would you drag a feral pond avian into our meeting?
She seems docile enough.
Well, is she toilet trained? I mean...
Why isn't the whole world a toilet in a way?
This town might be, maybe. Again, why the swan, Theodore? Oh, don't tell me it's...
Why, for show and tell, of course.
Every meeting. Every meeting. Okay, we have a lot to go over, so I'm just going to move on. Kenda, the swan can stay if you cease talking right now.
Right, yes, believe to that. That's not ceasing talking right then, but okay.
Fantastic. Next up, Shooty and Stabby are sinister representatives from the oh-so-feared Dialtown mob. Wait, people are actually afraid of us now? That's news to me.
We did it, bro. We've hit the big leagues. We're real criminals now. All those fabricated headlines about us that the mayor bribed the press to publish must have finally paid off.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Only Bach could have seen me now.
Yes. Most people that you mug, swindle, and steal from tend to be positively terrified of both of you. Well, specifically terrified of accidentally knocking either of you over mid-mugging. You know, in case one of you bang your head on the pavement and they get convicted of manslaughter.
Wait, people think we aren't an ominous force to be reckoned with?
I'm going to turn down the music because it's grating on me.
Okay. A little bit better. Like, I love the music in this, but it can be a lot. Oh shit. No. Okay.
At sight of them being afraid of grievously harming one of my henchmen and enlisting my divine/feline wrath. Not even remotely. But we're in the mob, though. We got connections. You have exactly one connection, which happens to be me, a figure who the citizens of Dialtown are actually afraid of, and for good reason.
We could be scary.
If you can, I've yet to see it. Watch this, bozos.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How's that for intimidating, huh? I'm sure I'd be positively quivering if your gun was actually loaded.
I mean, clearly it had to have some kind of, like, blank in there to do that, but whatever.
Now, put that thing back where you found it. I almost said put that thing back where it came from, so help me. And don't even think about picking it back up while I'm addressing you. Shit, bro. I told you that these lousy blanks— oh, it is a blank— just don't have the same effect. Mayor, can we have some bullets? You know, in case we need to ice someone. For you.
Can I have a government-assigned sharpener? Oh, sharper. Sharper stabbing knife.
It's not even that small of text. I'm just blind.
This one's gotten awfully dull from me using it to slice my sandwiches during lunchtime.
No, we've been over this. You only hurt yourselves if you're given real weapons. Now, moving on. Next member, Abel Brannigan, violator of OSHA regulations and the sole proprietor of the Dialtown Fun Fair, the most recklessly run fun fair in America. Next to Baboon World over in Nevada, anyway.
I almost said it wrong, it's fine.
I feel like with the megaphone screaming, the slod, and the gunshot, I can't really live up to the standard that's been set so far. I'm definitely gonna forget this voice. It's fine amongst the other two mobster voices. Like what? Am I gonna pull a Ferris wheel out of my ass? I'd be immensely impressed if you could, but a basic introduction will suffice. Alright then. Hello, all.
Oh, Jesus, Billy!
Leroy, please take the megaphone from the boy. Alright, thank you. Moving on, it's gonna happen again, I'm certain. Do I get to finish my— no. Next, we have the one and only God, who's filling in for our dear comrade Bunny, the owner of Bunny's Burgers off of Main Street. Also, he's a hobo and woke up face down in a puddle this morning.
Wait a minute. Do I own Bunny's Burgers?
No, hobo. You own nary a house, hovel, cottage, bungalow, trailer, nor gazebo in my city, and really have no societal power at all. You've honestly done very little to warrant anyone having much respect or admiration for you.
I mean, I did kind of create the universe though, right? I need to hydrate.
Okay. Yes, and we're all still tremendously upset with you for doing so.
Aw, shucks. So, wait. What am I even doing here then?
Because, as you'll recall, Bunny got flattened by a rogue fortune-telling amusement park cabinet, and we needed someone at short notice.
Oh, it says hobo, not Bobo.
And believe me, you cannot get more short notice than a man wandering around carrying a sign saying, "We'll do a cartwheel for dog food."
Ah, Coolio. I'm gonna save the game, because I'm always nervous. And I will say, this particular route is very long. Like, I don't even know if I'll be able to get it done by next stream. We'll see. And like I said, I'm still trying to decide if next stream I want to play the Terraria Halloween event. Maybe. Possibly. Because, I mean, it is going to be Halloween tomorrow. Oh, shit. Honestly, sitting in a heated room and talking about politicals and junk?
Politics.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's a hell of a lot easier than doing a cartwheel, let me tell ya.
Yes, I'm sure
I can't do a cartwheel, actually. My sign was fraudulent. I just wanted the dog food, and I was hoping someone would pay me before demanding to see the cartwheel. Of course you were.
Wait, you created the entire universe, and yet the ability to perform a simple cartwheel eludes you?
Simple? Have you ever tried to do one, huh? They're really hard.
Shut up. Right then, now that we're all present and accounted for, we can begin. I hereby officially declare this meeting of The Mingling now in session. I hope you all had a relatively pleasant journey here, despite the dismal weather. You summoned a child to town hall on a school night and expected him to skateboard here in the middle of a thunderstorm?
Oh, fuck. Hang on. I kind of forget. You know what? Let's just do what we'll do. Sure, hereabout. Let me make sure that I actually clicked into this.
It isn't my fault that you decided to spend your mingling meeting taxi allowance on firecrackers and licorice-flavored myth. Yeah, but...
You know, that is a bully point indeed. Sure. We must we have met... No, he is just talking fancy, okay. Must we have met during this thunderous foray? Why, my flamingos are likely scared senseless without me sitting in their bed taking pot shots at the thunder with my rifle. The lightning would no, not to... My lightning... It would be crazy.
First of all, I believe those statements definitely answer how some of you managed to end up with over a dozen deaf flamingos. Secondly, as you're no doubt aware, this was the only day during this week that we could make it for the meeting. All of us together. You can thank Billy's upcoming court case and Shooty and Sammy's jazz recital for that.
Yes, but you see, the thunder...
I can control when we meet, the roar, but not the weather. Not yet, anyway. Now, then, you all know why we've gathered here.
Nah, I don't.
Quiet, you. Abel, wheel the projector over and start the slideshow.
I think I saw that it was Big Bertha Liz.
Yes, folks. We're here to discuss none other than the Green Menace.
Be quick on the potential thing.
Logan. Hey, that's me.
The egg layer. This photo, I heard of that. Ah, yes, blah, 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 blah.
Yes. I'm sure you're all well acquainted with this, emerald entity. The past 12 months, we've caught Logan laying eggs on private property, harassing Dialtown's public. Oh shit, that me. Exposing Dialtown's public to a vulgar cinema, convincing Dialtown's most reliable bank teller to skip town so that she can paint pointless mountains and horses. She likes painting horses. Befriending another fugitive known as Bigfoot. Stealing the rug from my office. And possibly worst of all, fraternizing with Randy Jade, possibly the worst citizen of Dialtown. You be nice to my boy. Wait, how is hanging out with Randy the worst thing of the stuff you just mentioned? Oh, it isn't truly. I just personally find the last one particularly repulsive. As you all know, Dialtown has a status quo, which acts as the backbone of our robust, inclusive, but civilized society. On that we have toiled strenuously to protect and let me hydrate. Have a lot of voices back to back. As mayor, I have made sizable strides in recreating the Dialtown that existed under my grandfather's leadership because I can't let go of a past and a postcard that may or may not have actually even existed to the belief that I have it in. A town of prosperity, order, and hope. A utopia, really. Uh-huh. But, as I'm sure you know, when one attempts to compare the Dialtown of my grandfather's time to the Dialtown of today, you inevitably run into a discrepancy. Agreed discrepancy. Simply put, Logan just isn't just a threat to our society, but a threat to normality itself. They are the final hurdle in recreating the Dialtown that existed back in 1966.
Sure.
1966 being the year of the dial-up, the year my grandfather changed the whole world for the better. Simply put, Logan must be promptly disposed of.
Good luck, babe.
I say, why don't we just lock them back up in the zoo? I think that's a bully idea, don't you? Shut up! So what, letting them escape from your zoo once wasn't enough? I don't trust you to contain Logan. Dismissed! Alright, let's take the idea of prolonged captivity entirely out of the equation then. I say we just bonk him over the head with a shovel, you know, bury him out in the woods. A quick wham bam thank you ma'am, and they're out of your hands for good. Right, until a wild boar unburies them and suddenly they've tamed a boar.
Hey, it could be me for all we know.
Also, I did forget how much they mentioned wild boar, otherwise, like, I would have said it was intentional the way that I... Matter of fact, when I made this, I hadn't done even half of the game yet, back on my original playthrough. So, because I didn't do this until, like, halfway through my playthrough, because I was like, hey, I have this, I could do this. But I just picked a boar because it made sense in my head. Because, you know, I have the pig character and stuff. Anyway. If we can't contain a mountless Logan, what hope do we have against one riding a boar? This is all too hard and pointless. Hey, why don't we just eat a burger out of the nearest dumpster and call it a night? I vote we do that. Inaction simply isn't an option. Look, you all have something to gain from Logan's exile. Billy, is it not Logan who's indirectly responsible for the conversion of the Dialtown cinema into an 18-only, house?
Yeah, cutting me off from my favorite poison to torture in the whole city.
I don't know why everyone's turning into mobsters.
I can't steal the fucker's fez if I can't get to him, can I?
Theodore, with Logan out of the picture, you'll simply be free to recapture and study the elusive Bigfoot undisturbed. By Jove, think of what I could deduce from new fur samples alone. I lost control of the voice, it's fine.
He's also one of the ones that I tend not to like doing too much because, like, ugh. But I did it to myself. I only have myself to blame, and I could change it any time, anyway.
Stabby, Shooty, by pulling off this job successfully, I think you'll have proven yourselves worthy of the rank of Enforcer. Dialtown's populace will know that you two must be feared, and for good reason, as you'll be directly executing my will.
We'll be qualified for... I mean, yeah, of course, we're qualified to act as your voices.
Leave it to us, Miss Crown.
Able. No more egg shit at your fun fair.
Fantastic.
And God, you're being paid in dog food to warm your seat.
Thanks, you too.
As a committee of concerned citizens, the mingling is...
Wait, we're a committee? Shut up. I figured we were... Oh no. An evil league of villainous fiends is some dribble to that effect. Let's gaslight God.
And you joined an evil society without complaint?
Hey, free dog food.
No, we are not an evil league, legion, squad, team, band, or anything of the sort. What made you think we were?
Well, for one, we're meeting during a thunderstorm.
I don't control the clouds. I can't, try as I may. We've established this. You can control the weather. If you don't like it, you turn the thunder off.
Hey, I'm fine with it, just saying. Oh, also, the matching purple thing y'all got going on with your outfits and the overall purple presence in the room.
Coincidental.
We're also meeting in a building that's essentially just a giant version of your head. Also, there's a tiny golden replica of your head on the top of your cane. Also, the fact that you have a cane to begin with is pretty damning. Hey, I walk with a cane. For me, it's degenerative joint disorder stuff.
Do you want the rest of the dog food or not?
I'll be good, ma'am. Anyway. Also, obviously, God's design is what directly inspired the way I did mine, because I actually have a hollowed out CRT TV costume thing. I just, like, superimposed the picture of the board and the static over it. Anyway.
Excellent. Now, onto the capture itself. Theodore, I'll need a cat carrier. The one you brought the swan in here will suffice. Shooty and Stabby will take care of the rest.
How are we gonna get them into it, Miss Crown?
Yeah, I've seen that fucker up close, and they look like they scratch and possibly bite. Oh, don't worry, you two. I think you'll find my method of subduing them to be most effective.
Just in case we're doing some weird shit. Ah, what a beautiful spring morning. Hang on a moment. What do we have here? Oh god. Jesus Christ. Egads, a full English breakfast, just for me. This is wonderful. What a windfall. Logan, I wouldn't eat that. Nah, it's good. No, I really don't think it is. And just in case, I don't want to accidentally have to repeat any of that obnoxious music section. The food's green, man. That's rarely good. Yeah, but I'm green, so I guess it checks out. How? What? There's audible malicious giggling coming from just outside the tent. This is obviously some kind of ruse. For crying out loud, that's clearly a human skull on the plate. I disagree. Please, Logan, for once in your life, exercise the slightest bit of self-control. I've decided that I'm gonna devour the breakfast. You know, just in case. Just in case what? Nom 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 nom. Delicious. You had no reason to eat the plate. Es bueno. You sicken me. Oh. Oh. Me gut. Logan. Oh, no es bueno. No es bueno. Just in case. Oh no. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, honestly, hardest part was just getting them to bend into that shape that'd fit in the carrier. We're not dealing with an extraordinarily crafty opponent, gentlemen. I would have been immensely concerned if you two had managed to somehow screw literally any of that up. So, you two get to live for another day.
The precious gift of life, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hey, if you're both so happy to be alive, this guy's responsible for that, and he could really use some change. Come on, brother. Surely you could spare just one lousy dime.
This crowd, do we really need this?
Oh, this crowd, do we really need this bozo here?
What's my official title there?
Seat warmer.
Technically, he's doing exactly what I hired him for. Rehydrate. What matters is that Logan happily took our insultingly conspicuous bait.
And I still can't believe they did, as gullible as the fucker may be. The eggs were bright green.
Well, stubby one, their eggs actually happen to be bright green. Or their eggs. I'm actually unsure if they know that they're not meant to be that color.
But they must have at least noticed the peculiarity of the green bacon and tomato, right?
Maybe they're blind like a mole.
I mean, I kind of am.
This could bode well for us.
What I don't get is why we couldn't have gone for something more visually subtle. Sure. Surely we could have just snuck a few sleeping pills in with the beans and Bob's your uncle that down. Ah, you see, if you'd studied the creature's diet as I have, you'd know that to be a fool's errand. It may surprise you to find out that our specimen primarily feeds on a rigorous diet of gravel and horse jerky. And of course, washes it all down with copious amounts of cough syrup. Don't drink cough syrup like that. I say this every time, but don't do it. It's not worth it. Alas, the creature's biological acclimation to the narcotics made tranquilization arduous, to say the least.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't know, little Billy.
Who the fuck says alas?
Me, constantly.
Alasses and bullies aside, the mustachioed one brought up an apt point. I had to be certain that our dismal meal would reliably incapacitate the green one. Lest they wake up mid-transport, escape, and scurry under a parked car or down a toilet.
Slipped out a toilet, really?
Slipped out a toilet, really? Abel, I've seen this thing spryly emerge from our treacherous sewers, completely unscathed. Did we go down into the sewers at one point? A cutter-twirling rat can crush its own spine to fit into a narrow crevice.
Well, technically. So, here's the thing with rats, cats, and the like, but especially rats. Because of the way a rat's chest is structured, as well as a cat, I believe it's something about a collarbone or lack thereof. I know it is in cats that they lack a collarbone. If they can get their head through it, they can get through it. Like, 90% of the time. It's not so much them, like, breaking themselves, but... Welcome to Logan's being insufferable about animals he used to own ours. Because I used to own rats.
Can we really take any chances here?
So, they's in the kitty prison, drunk to all hell, and you're gonna send them to a nice big farm where they'll have plenty of room to run around. Mission accomplished. Let's go home.
Our mission is far from over. You see, based on several formal complaints that I received from one of Abel's former employees,
I presume Tick Jerry.
we can deduce that Logan is batshit crazy and will simply not take the hint. Our specimen's frankly revolting level of persistence, unfortunately, leaves my hands very much tied. Lovely. The mingling must remain vigilant and squash any of Logan's inevitable attempts to return to our civilized world. By any means necessary. I'll make you proud, Pawpaw.
Uh-huh, will you?
Just you see.
Alright. Okay. Getting into it proper. Chapter 3. Well, shit. Time to meet my favorite boy. Ugh. Ugh, where am I? Am I dead? Is this 7? Now this is where I'm actually going to potentially consult guides. Just in case, because I remember he can be a little much. Alright, I'm not gonna, like, read a super in-detail dialogue, but... Okay, well, obviously not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, that's perfectly simple. There's not really a lot in this route that could fuck you over. My dad. Is this 7? No, too small, too cramped. L, perhaps? No, not nearly red enough. Limbo? Nah, this place doesn't look like a vast doctor's waiting room. Plus, no lukewarm coffee or elevator music. Purgatory. Final answer. Well, by my estimation, you've been stuffed into a cat carrier, which has in turn been abandoned in the middle of the woods. That is also likely, yeah. I need squirt. Not in a confined space. Not in a confined space. Ugh, I feel like my head's full of jumping spiders, all of which are holding boom boxes. Spiders Dior egg? Who could have foreseen this abject misfortune coming? I warned you. 90% of the time, one's given a free breakfast, you're being inducted into a militia, cult, or being kidnapped to have your organs extracted and sold. That, or you've just woken up having overstayed your welcome after some really mediocre sex. By process of elimination, it was bound to be one of the other 3. You got off lucky. Ugh, Baba wants out. Cool. So, stick your fingers out of the bars and undo the latches on the carrier's doors. Just stick your fingers out of the doors and fiddle with the 4 latches outside the corners of the... Oh, for the love of... Crafty house cats can figure this shit out, you know. Just... thrash around until the carrier breaks into its constituent pieces then, I guess. Okay. Cool. Well, that could have been worse. Ouchie, my ribs. Oh, give me a break. Considering you aren't short exactly 1 kidney or aboard an alien spaceship, I'd say that you got off lucky. Why do you think they didn't take my kidneys? Are my organs inadequate? Maybe they cut into you with a scalpel and saw that your kidneys were green, and, I don't know, maybe it spooked them. Are your kidneys green? Yes? No? Is that what happened? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Reach behind you and see if you have any scars. Just in case. Okay, we're good. No scars, but I do have a note stapled to my spine. Alright, yeah, those usually contain some strongly worded information. Go ahead, read it. I can't read, remember? Don't come back. Don't even try it. Don't. I mean it. I really mean it. Don't come back. I mean it. Phone, goddammit. If you come back, I swear. Love, Mingus. Huh, the note seems to say... Ah, shit, that's right, I can't read. I have no clue what this says. Wait. M-I-N-G-U-S. I know that specific combo of hieroglyphics from the mayoral campaign posters. We call those letters, but go on. That's the cat lady, you know, the one with the striped cane? Political puss-puss. Great job. Never call her that in my presence again. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna say... I will try to parse some of that out, just in case they don't tell us. I see to whom it may concern. I guarantee that's what that top line says. Nope, can't figure it out. Huh, there's more on the back, too. Shit, I guess I'm not gonna find my way. Shit, I guess I'm not gonna find out why I'm here. Bummer. Alright, may I make a worthwhile suggestion? Wander out into the woods and keep walking till you drop dead. Okay, yeah, that seems to be my best move right now. And, I have to go to the bathroom because I was stupid and drank a whole soda. So, oh shit, hang on, my headphones.
Shit, I can't hear anything.
Okay, now I can hear things again, but I'm still gonna, take a second. I will be right back. I've returned. Give me a second to get everything set back up. Alright. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Make sure we're still in the thing. Okay, yeah, that seems to be my best move right now. Just in case. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Ah, fuck. I am wandering through these desolate trees all alone. And I'm gonna sneeze, probably. I am a lost little creature, left alone to die in the snow. It isn't snowing. Ah, fuck. Ah. Please cease the weeping and wanting. No, no, I shan't. Please, you'll wear yourself out and fall unconscious. Okay, never mind. Feel free to hasten the inevitable. Actually, if you want to really speed things up, then you should jog on the spot while you're screaming. Use up the last bit of juice in that iguana-hued husk of a body. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, woe is me. Jogging in place. Oh dear. Ah, fuck. Sprint in place. Ticket Jerry. Logan? Is that Ticket Jerry? That's right, because, like, technically all of the endings are canonical in Chapter 3. My truest friend and greatest ally. That's not... Okay, sure, alright. What are you doing out here? Oh, I'm just on my way back to my pasture. Pastured? Pasture. I'm a shepherd now, remember? Ticket Jerry is dead then. You're now Sheep Jerry. Do I get a say in this? No, considering the icon's already changed. What a ridiculous question. By the way, about the sheep thing, is this a new development, or... Are you seriously asking? You got me this job after getting me fired from working at the ticket booth in the fun fair. Oh, yeah, good ending of Randy's route, right? What on earth are you talking about, you sad little creature? Ah, it matters not. Sheep Jerry, it's so good to see you. Yeah, right, So to reflect your own question back at you... What are you doing out here? Did my wife send you? For the last time, we've been over this. If I can't bring the sheep home with me, she can't bring our marital issues out to the bar pasture. First of all, your bar pasture, did you really just call it the pasture? If the next thing you say doesn't engage me, I will try to leave, and should you stop me, I will become violent. Well, you're in luck then, because boy, I got the pitch for you, and it's called saving, even though this isn't a route diverging choice. Is it? Phone Lord, please tell me you aren't trying to revive the last idea you pitched to me. For the last time, even if you find one, I strongly doubt that any boar would let you ride on its back. Even if incentivized with a stick of horse jerky or hand-fed a diced kiwi. Wait, do you mean a kiwi fruit or a kiwi bird? Or, like, a New Zealander? Well, which did you mean back when you first pitched the plan? I don't remember. Lie, I don't remember. The shame on your face says otherwise. Where were you even gonna find a kiwi bird? Break into the zoo, just scurry away with one under my arms? Not like they're endangered or anything, horribly so. If you're capable of breaking into the zoo, why not just ride out on something cooler than a boar to begin with? Like a polar bear. I love... Okay. My 3 big special interest animals, the number 1 of all of them is sharks. I adore sharks. Number 2, polar bears. Number 3, puffins. Those have all been with me since I can literally remember forming thought. Sharks was the first one. So fun fact, if you ever want to know like a stupid ass fact about me, when I finally had the first like birthday where I could like verbalize and like ask what I wanted for, all I wanted for my birthday, and I think it was a couple of years in a row, was blue sharks and the Barbie airplane. Never got the Barbie airplane, by the way. But basically everyone was just like, just go buy like one of those like tubs of plastic sea creatures or whatever from the dollar store and he'll be happy. And the answer is they were perfectly content. Anyway. Wait, why am I helping you? Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need a favor. I swear, if you ask me to give you a ride back to Dialtown sitting on my lap, No, you see, I got drugged and then I woke up in the woods, trapped in a cat carrier. Okay, I'm sure this sort of thing is a regular occurrence for you. So, what's the issue then? I need you to read this note for me. I found it stapled to my spine after I busted out of the cat carrier. I'm sorry, stapled to your spine? Well, my flesh, but... Phone Lord, I can't tell if this was meant to be intentionally cruel or if it was just simply a display of baffling incompetence. Oh, must have been the mob. Definitely the Dialtown mob's handiwork. This very particular kind of befuddlement is practically their signature. So, the note? Oh, sure, I'll read it for you. By the way, I still petition for a Ticket Jerry route. Alright. Alright. Will your flock over in the posture be fine while you read this to me? Are you trying to talk me out of the favor I just agreed to do for you? Oh, right, sorry. I was just trying to be nice and choose the lovey-dovey response. The pink ones are always kind of like, you like, being like, aww, like purple is flirty, pink is like lovey-dovey, blue is sad, green is kind of jovial, orange is kind of flippant and sarcastic, and then red is just angry, and white is, well, whatever. And I don't remember, it's very rare that you'll get a yellow one, I don't remember yellow. Anyway, nah, I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, how much chaos could a few and unattended sheep possibly cause in the few measly minutes I've spent chatting with you? We'll see. Oh my! Oh dear. I'm sure they're doing fine. Hang on. I like by-died lonesome, even though Cheap Jerry's right here. Right, let's read what's on the front of this here note. Oh. It reads, "Don't come back, I mean it. Don't even try. Don't. I mean it. I really mean it. Okay, there's a whole page of this. Anyway, it's signed... Mingus. Wait, the mayor exiled you? I can't believe she... Phone Lord, I thought she was done with all the exiling nonsense since Since what? Were you gonna say Norway? Are we in Norway, Jerry? See, I can't gauge. Maybe it's like absurdist, or like ridiculous statements are usually in yellow, but half the shit we say is ridiculous anyway, so I don't know. Does this look like Norway to you? I'm sure Norway has trees. For the, fjord creatures to live in? Look, do you want me to read what's on the other side of the note or not? Please? Let's see here. Seems like this side of the note is intended to be read by the first literate person to find you post-exile in case you manage to wander back to civilization. Which is you, correct? Presuming you went straight here after escaping the cat carrier you woke up in and didn't, say, get coaxed into eating dog food from the palm of a wandering stranger. Did you... What? No, just read the... Alright. Just let me... Oh. Ooh, what is it? Does it say why Mingus kicked me out of town? Yeah, it does, but... Logan, I don't think I should. You might simply be happier not hearing this. Jerry, what does it say? I need to know, Jerry. Alright, then. To whom it may concern... I'm gonna read this in Mingus's voice. To whom it may concern... Alas, you have just encountered the heinous Logan, a vile and wretched creature. Strong start. In all my years as mayor, I have never encountered a beast so repugnant than Logan. Logan is not just a burden, a pox, a leech on society, but also an immense threat to civilization and normality itself. A fundamentally selfish creature, Logan uses others for their own, often self-centered schemes, as if they were mere tools. Logan frolics around in the open, breaking laws just as thoughtlessly as they have broken the collective hearts of our fair citizens. Freely engaging in public nudity and routinely harassing innocent civilians whenever they so wish. An obnoxious and abrasive degenerate, they periodically spew offensive and vulgar, often hurtful, utterances to merely see how their victims will react. I never am intentionally mean. Logan is incapable of listening to any advice or direction, no matter how detrimental the consequences of not doing so are to themselves and others. I only mean when the game forces me to be. Logan will repeatedly harass a target, relentlessly eroding their willpower in order to get away with anything they so desire. Nice reference. And of course, the gangrenous cryptid in question is reckless and will mortally endanger both themselves and innocent bystanders without a second thought. Logan must be shunned from all civilized society, as they have decided that they're too good to domesticate themselves. Or, as we who contribute to civilized society call it, treating others with basic courtesy and respect. If you are a Dialtown resident and should find this wretched heathen skulking around the perimeter of our fair city, I am instructing you to immediately notify one of my enforcers. My name is Mingus, Mayor of Dialtown.
Look upon this wretch, ye mighty, and despair. A new day is dawning in Dialtown, and it's all the brighter without Logan. Yours, Felinity. Mayor Mingus Crown. Sorry. Save. I think felinely is what they were trying to say. Huh. That's... Huh. It's... None of that is true, right? Oh, it's 100% true. Did I deserve this?
Well, I don't. Well...
Oh lord, all my life, I've been told that I'm a monster. I thought those people just wanted to be hurtful because I was different. I had no idea I really was a monster. Jerry, I'm sorry.
No. No, this isn't right, damn it. This waste of paper isn't fit to wipe my ass.
What?
Logan, this note is bullshit. It's not reality. It's a manipulative, dishonest hit piece, one that Mingus is hoping will deter you from returning. Don't give her the satisfaction.
But, I mean, the note's right about me. This is who I am.
Look, Logan, I'm not going to pretend that you aren't sometimes extraordinarily selfish, reckless, vulgar, nor abrasive.
Thank you?
But there's two monstrous falsehoods in here, each of which makes this note completely refute itself.
What falsehoods?
First of all, as much as it pains me to admit it, given how much effort I put into deterring you from lollygagging around my former place of work, the fact that you refuse to give up is sometimes a positive attribute.
But the note says that I harassed you.
I did. Logan, you got me the job that I'm currently working right now. I owe the bar pasture to you. 1, Buster. 2,
Really?
you don't know how much happier I am with this life. You didn't have to do any of this. But you did. You think the mayor has ever cared for my plight in that of the common man? I sent stacks of petitions urging the mayor to deal with your continued attempts to lay eggs on the funfair grounds. And she only acted after I left the town when it suited her schedule. Mingus and her posse are only out for themselves. Her inner circle is made up of solely of loons, bureaucrats, and thugs, all high on their own power. They want you to believe that you're alone, but you're not.
Have I really made the world a better place?
Well, you've certainly made mine better. My marriage is stronger, and the smogless air is doing wonders for my Alsatian's eczema. Also, dealing with sheep is pretty chill compared to dealing with my old boss. Because of you, Randy Jade has a home, a better job, and ample time to recover from his swan-related injuries. Because of you, Karen Dunn is a state-renowned painter and doing what she was born to do. Because of you, Oliver Swift gets to sleep soundly at night knowing that Mr. Dickens' dreams lives on through their horror attraction. Because of you, Bigfoot is content with himself and has felt human love, or rather, the love of whatever you are. All 5 of us are so much better off for having met you. And we'll stand with you. You've cared for 5 misfits that you didn't even know more than a month ago, to an extent that nobody else ever has. I am pretty sure your wife cares more about you than I do, but okay. So,
I suppose I owe you thanks for that. Sheep Jerry, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Wait, what was that other thing?
The other what?
You said the note had 2 glaring issues. What's the other?
Oh, right.
You aren't the first person that Mingus has exiled from Dialtown, you know. There was another. Someone else was exiled for their tomfoolery, like me? Not for tomfoolery. Was it a clown? No, it's the coolest bitch in the game.
What? No. Clowns don't exist.
A month ago, you were sure Bigfoot didn't exist.
Don't do this to me, Logan.
I just gave you an inspiring pep talk, even though I sound like Squidward.
Don't give me clown dreams again.
Sorry.
Look, I need to save because I just realized it's been a little bit, maybe, question mark, dunno. Look, that note says you're a danger to normality itself, but really, there's no such thing as true normality nor abnormality. Normality's just an illusion, a concept that changes to fit wherever and perhaps whenever you happen to be. It's what people accept as the norm in certain places and in certain times. Because of that, what's considered normal changes. Hundreds of years ago, it was normal to burn suspected witches, normal to declare a world war over Serbian tomfoolery, and normal to, well, not have a phone for a head.
You mean before the dial-up? Before everyone got object heads?
Everyone except one. I can't tell you exactly how it all happened. I don't know the guy, never met him. But he's the last human left without an altered head, to my knowledge. His head is made of flesh, not metallic pieces within a plastic shell.
My head is made of flesh, in all fairness.
No, stitches. He's a normie. Like I said, he's from another place, another time. Mingus exiled him from Dialtown for his abnormality, said he conflicted with her vision for Dialtown, whatever the hell that means. She wants to recreate a postcard, it's the stupidest shit in the world. But where he came from, he was normal, and we would have been abnormal. Like you, he got a bum deal.
Where is he right now?
Oh, he lives in a shack 8 miles from here, give or take. I don't know if I'd recommend seeking him out. He's just as likely to shoot you on sight as he is to actually talk to you. Sorry, scratch that. He is far more likely to shoot you the moment he sees you than talk to you.
I need to find him.
I know that I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. But you could live out here with me and the sheep. Give us Sheep Jerry romance route. The people demand it.
I know he's got a wife, but still. She could come too.
I've got a pile of spare hay in a dry corner of my barn.
Jerry.
Alright. Just know that if you ever grow weary, hungry, or even get hit by lightning or whatever, I'll always be out here, waiting for you.
Silent Hill, whatever. Jerry, thank you. I'm gonna seek this man out now.
Okay, cut through the clearing and walk through the trees for 8 or so miles due north. You'll find the shack. And for what it's worth, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you, Jerry.
It's been my pleasure, truly. Please try not to walk straight into a bear trap.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Farewell, Sheep Jerry. Goodbye, Logan. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you, Sheep Jerry.
Okay, give me a second. Because even if it hasn't been a while since I've saved, I usually like to save somewhere around the in-between screens. I'm so exhausted. Must have walked a good 7 miles by now, at least. 7 mi- Jerry is still within earshot.
Keep going, you're doing great.
Oh, Foam Lord. You know that's only gonna make it hot, that it's only gonna get harder from here, right? If you're tired already, Jerry's always got that pile of hay in his bar. No, I have to find the normie man. Return to Dialtown. Alright, I'll address the power hose... The power hose-headed elephant in the room, then. Why? Why on earth do you want to go back to Dialtown so badly? Like, I've got a billion people who I've romanced there? I don't know. Is this about your eggs? I can't just leave them, narrator. Okay, I know that you invested an unusual amount of time and effort for you into birthing them, but... You know they're probably gonna look like you when they hatch, right? And what's that supposed to mean exactly? Just a factor to consider before you get yourself killed trying to get them again. Alright, quick trip back to Dialtown, grab the eggs, then hitchhike as far away from Dialtown as you possibly can. I don't plan to abandon Dialtown either, either. I'm sorry, abandon Dialtown. They exiled you, Logan. The town's mayor has it out for you, and most of the citizens here treated you like some kind of monster. Why not start over? Why not take your eggs somewhere else and start a new life? Well, Dialtown's home. I won't let anyone take my home away from me. Just as pig-headed as always, hey! Alright, it's a long shot, but let's just keep moving. I'll make sure you keep going north. Is north? Up? Can you give me a boost? Go forward, Logan. Okay. Behold, a shack. You think this is the place? What do you think? Well, let's see. It's a shack. We've traveled roughly 8 miles north, and... Oh, right. Most important thing, Jerry mentioned that this dude is more likely to shoot you on sight than to actually speak to you. This most certainly looks like the home of someone who would do just that. Oh, sure, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but... A fixer-upper? Really? What? Hello, the deranged graffiti? Hey, we all write things down so we don't forget them later on. Are you kidding me? Don't drink the water. Maybe the allure of the dude's toilet water is just too much for the poor guy. I know I sometimes need to be reminded not to drink it. Even when I reminded you not to, you still drink it. Added flavor. Many eyes always watching. Theory, owls. This guy's clearly unhinged and quite possibly feral. Let's bounce. Hey, I'm feral. It's not such a bad life. You're stranded out in the woods because you got exiled for not being housebroken. Oh, right, yeah. Regardless, I am now approaching the shack. Terrible idea. Should I knock on the door? Could try opening it first. Check if it's locked. That's a terrible idea. Door didn't open. That leads me to believe this door is indeed locked. Actually, perhaps that's for the best. Jerry stated pretty clearly this dude might totally shoot your noggin clean off. Would probably be best not to break into the house and startle him. Could throw a brick through his window. What happened to the last time you tried that? Oh, I went to prison for a short spell. Wait, if I did that again, the cops might drag me back to Dialtown. Yeah, but you'd be in prison. But I would be back in Dialtown. Yeah, and behind bars. I will consider my options. Scratch that. Prison food tends to be jerky-less. I'm just gonna knock. Phenomenal. Scared. Oh. This is private land, partner. So, I suggest you leave before I decide to do what I usually do to trespassers. You mean inviting them in for a cup of coffee? If by a cup of coffee you mean a lead slug fired straight into your head, then sure. I'm still unsure if... Am I being offered a cup of coffee? To be clear, I'm threatening to shoot you. With a shot of cappuccino? With the shot of a shotgun. I am threatening to shoot you in the head with a shotgun, partner, in a video game. Actually, nah, forget that. Slugs don't grow on trees. You could just grab a snail, take its shell off. That's like a slug. Honestly, I just put a 44 in you if we're being realistic. More economical that way. Is that a... It's not coffee. It's a bullet. I am not offering you coffee. You're a pretty lousy host, then. Lord, give me strength. Look, partner, I'm not normally the kind of merciful type, but I can tell you ain't all there, and most importantly, you definitely ain't a threat to me or my homestead. Just go. But we need to talk. Mayor Mingus exiled me too, from Dialtown. I'm a freak, just like you. That wasn't a smart idea. Just like... We ain't the same, partner. You don't. You don't have an inkling of what I've been through. I don't want you here. You understand? Come on, how bad can I be? Well, you're trespassing on my land for a start. Yeah, that usually does it alright. I'm not gonna warn you again. Just go. I'm not moving until you let me in. My door is deadbolted, and I got enough supplies to last me 6 winters in here. If you want to wait, you'll have to wait an awful long time, partner. So be it. I am very stubborn. Hang on, let's save. And just in case it's, like, gonna be weird for me, just get ready to potentially have to be on the thing. Alright, lovely. We appear to be growing a tail. And fur. Nice. Oh, well, there goes our fur. Alright. Hello. Hi. Well, what in tarnation could you possibly want from me? Hi. Waves slowly and sheepishly. You know, partner, I get the feeling you're like a leech. Oh, you're calling me a parasite, like Mayor Mingus did. Nah, that ain't what I meant. What I meant was, I'm getting the notion that you're just gonna cling to me and won't fall off till you suck my patience dry. Okay, yeah, that's an accurate portrayal of my entire gimmick, sure. I didn't want to give you the satisfaction, but... Well, the way I see it, you clearly ain't gonna quit, and the sooner I talk to you, the sooner you'll be on your way. Yeah, sure. Step inside, and be quick about it. We'll get this chat of ours over with right quick. We'll try anyway. There he is. So you're... Huh. Say, what's with the paper bag? Why do you think I have it on, partner? Oh, are you just covering up an embarrassing bandage on your forehead? One that says something akin to fuckface, and if you take it off, you'll explode? What in tarnation are you gibbering about? Is this some sort of thing where they're teaching kids in school nowadays about folks like me? I'm sorry, I've never seen a normie before. Don't use that word. The flesh that you have over that body of yours. I got that all over my body, keeping my organs all neat and tidy inside me, just like yours, as a matter of fact. Well, my skin ain't green, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Speaking of which, why does your flesh have the hue of a watermelon anyhow? I'm just how God made me, sir. Well, I guess he was having a bad day when he did, huh? Maybe. That guy drinks a lot. I've met him. He's kind of a huge loser. It ain't wise to walk into an armed man's home and insult his faith, friend. Not wise in the slightest. Trust me, you'd feel the same if you met him. Once you see God eating out of a dumpster, that changes you. Lord, give me strength. He's more likely to give you fleas, but sure. Alright, let's just get this here conversation over with. What did you actually want? Ask your questions and go. Who are you? I'm Sergeant Norm Allen. What's a sergeant? It means I was in the Air Force and I was pretty good at what I did. What? Flying. Planes and such. Planes? I know you know what an airplane is. I do? Big metal bird roars when you try to throw lunch meat into its engines. Oh, right, yeah, I know what you mean now. Well, I'm an ex-Air Force now. I rolled with NASA for a while, too. Actually, you know, the space folks. They sent you into space? Phone Lord, Mingus really went all out trying to exile you. I wasn't a pariah back then, partner. Hang on, I gotta hydrate. As a matter of fact, I was decorated. Like a Christmas tree? No, not like a Christmas tree, partner. I mean, it means I was valued, celebrated. For your information, the president himself selected me for a mission. Ooh, which one? President Ronald Reagan? Phone Bill Clinton? Good God. Nah, the man who picked me was the greatest visionary in American history. President Callum Crown. Hey, I know that name. Wasn't he the, didn't he invent the cotton candy machine or something? God damn it, my accent's gonna start coming out. This happened when we were playing, Red Dead. Did he... He was the fella that invented the first phone head. The man who initiated the dial-up. You know, the day the whole world became chock full of phone folks. Oh, right, about that. Why aren't you a phone? I was told that the dial-up got everyone. Right. Well, you see, it sorta did, but... You see, President Crown decided to send me on an immensely vital, hell, unprecedented expedition. He chose for me to be the first human being ever to enter a wormhole. We tried sending robots and the like first, but all of them lost signal pretty quickly, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've never seen a robot, and if I did, I would likely hit on it and or shit myself. Sorry, go on. Yeah. We weren't sure if we were getting crushed inside the wormhole, or if they were just traveling too far away from us. Anywho, as a patriot, I was beyond honored to have been handpicked by President Crown for the mission. They sent me up in one of our state-of-the-art crafts. I piloted her through, and well. I just came right back out the same way I came in, seemingly. Nothing that weird, I suppose. Except, I could see every single one of them robots that we previously sent through floating around outside the hole now. Kinda spooked me, you know, since I didn't see a single one of them outside the hole before I went in. Either way, undeterred, I made my way back to Earth. Boy, did I get a shock when I landed and re-emerged from my vessel. You ever see that one movie where the astronaut returns to Earth and there's monkeys everywhere? Why am I blanking? Planet of the Apes, there it is. And he sees the Statue of Liberty on the beach and freaks out because he's been in New York the whole time. Yeah, one of the most famous movie twists ever. And New York sucks. All them yuppies and city slickers. I'm pretty sure that isn't why the dude was upset. But fuck, I don't know enough about monkeys to contradict you. Long story short, I time traveled. The wormhole warped the fabric of time as well as space, and it seemed that's kind of what they do. In an instant, I warped from the summer of '66 to the 2020s. Ooh, God told me about why wormholes do that. Did he? Oh yeah, we had a conversation with him. He said they're where he put a cigar out in the fabric of space-time. Let me say real quick. I had to leave my wife, my whole life behind to investigate the cigar burn in outer space. God damn it! It happens, man. To who? Well, to you, evidently. Anyhow, by time traveling past the day the dial-up occurred, well, I ended up being the one guy on Earth to get left behind. The one normie left. Well, except I heard something happen with the clowns. Right, they marched on DC and got all gunned down by the new gun-headed riot police. There is a part of me that almost wonders if this might be a subtle Homestuck reference, but I don't think it is. But who knows, maybe. Tragic and hilarious, my god. You can hear the comical honks for miles. Uh-huh. I remember when clowns were everywhere, you know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, I guess this is the one advantage of living in this time and place, if there are any upsides at all. So, I guess it's just me left now. The last normie. That's why I got exiled from Dialtown in the first place, you know. Didn't want to conform and get my head replaced against my will all for the sake of fitting in. Oh, that's why I got kicked out of town. For threatening normality itself. Oh, give me a break. They use that same kind of asinine line on you, too. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing normal about Dialtown. And there certainly ain't nothing normal about the mayor of that backwater slum. She has this idea that by putting these plans of hers into motion, that she's somehow recreating the Dialtown that Callum Crown presided over. I spent time in Dialtown before they launched me into space, you know. I actually saw the Dialtown that existed back then, unlike her. I personally knew her grandfather before he... She's an ignorant hypocrite, not fit to hold any office, let alone run an entire town. Mingus is certainly something, alright. You ever seen her up close? She's got a cat head. A fleshy cat head pre-dial-up era. The kind from my time. You know why she got that engineered, right? Because her grandpappy, President Callum Crown, had a cat just like how she looks now. She's trying to morph into his old cat. That's terrifying, but why? Sure as hell beats me. I don't know why anyone would want to look like she does. And somehow she gets elected into public office time and time again looking like that. They're happy to kick me to the curb, yet their leader is the very definition of abnormality. She's a hypocrite. They all are in that damn dump. Dialtown's a town of bigoted hicks. Everyone in that godforsaken town's guilty by association. Oh, not everyone in Dialtown is that bad. Excuse me? They threw you out to the curb too, didn't they? The mayor's a prudish pushbus, fine. But I have friends back in Dialtown too. I guarantee you that anyone in that town would sell you down the river without a second thought. And if you can't see that, then you're just as blind as they all are. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've answered all of your questions. I
think you've imposed upon me and taken advantage of my hospitality for long enough. You should leave. But I don't want to go. My land, my rules, partner. I've let you ask your questions. Now move on. I got things to do. Well, what will I do? I'm gonna take a risk and go kind of snarky here. And if I fuck it over, I'll just go back. Yeah, like what? Stewing in your own bitterness? You don't know how long I've been here. I've had to leave my whole life behind twice. Then again, being cast out of that bigoted town was probably a blessing in disguise for the both of us. I don't want to be alone. And I don't want company, so I suppose we're at an impasse. Oh, wait, except we ain't, 'cause I got a gun. So, get out. Move on. Find a better cesspit to squat in. And get yourself the hell out of mine. I don't know where to go. Follow the perimeter of the town until you find the freeway and hitchhike literally in any direction. Further you get away from Dialtown, the better. Don't make a mistake of settling too close to town like I did, or you'll have to put up with visitors like you showing up every now and again. Wait, have others come by here? No one nearly as annoyingly persistent as you. There's a shepherd who lives 8 or so miles down the road, but he knows to keep his distance on account of the signs. Sure didn't stop you, though. Right, signs can't stop me because I can't read. I can't read! I knew I should have gone all out and stuck a head on a spike out front. Alright, I'll cut you a deal, partner. I'm willing to let you stay on my land if you want. But only from the chin up and at the end of a wooden stick. Would I be alright? You'd be dead. Yeah, but would I be okay? Does this hurt the horse? Hey, shit, I missed it. Sorry. Please, be patient with me. God isn't finished with me yet. That's the first thing you said so far that I happen to agree with, you know, and let me say it because I don't want to accidentally, like, destroy my own everything. Alright, lovely. Actually, you know, now that I think of it, I've seen a woman skulking around these parts for the last week or so through my binoculars. Of course, she's never gotten too close to the shack. Seems like she's the artsy... Karen! The artsy type on account of her usually having an easel under her arm. Looks between 4'10" to 5'4", I'd say. Unarmed, of course. Had some kind of printer. Brown with a small white decal that I wasn't able to make out from this distance. Wait. Karen! You found Karen! You know this woman? Yeah, we, That's a truly revolting number of ellipses. This is fantastic news. She's smart. She'll figure out a way to smuggle me back into Dialtown for sure. Goody for you. Now get out. You want to go back to that cesspit so bad? Then go. Get. Betcha she's over by the lake. That's where I'd go if I wanted to paint something from around these parts. It wasn't trees, dirt, or sheep. Alright, I guess I'll go look for her then. Yep. I guess I'll just skedaddle now. You've already said that. I feel weird just leaving you here. Don't. I want you to. But I feel like we've really hit it off, have we? We haven't, and it took an enormous amount of restraint to not shoot you at least 18 times in the last 3 minutes. But you didn't. You held back. Maybe you really... Oh boy. Get out. Why don't you want to come with me? Cause why in tarnation would I want to go back to Dialtown? I told you, that town's chock full of low-down snakes.
Worse all, that mayor. Ooh, I know. Wouldn't it be really funny to see the mayor's face when I return? She's gonna be so pissed when she finds out I'm back. Might get mauled by police dogs again. We'll have to just see. My god, that is the stupidest. Wait. You really think if you found your way back into Dialtown that you'd be able to get the mayor herself? You bet. I've reached her once. I'm sure I can do it again. No kidding? Alright, partner. I suppose you convinced me. It's a deal, then. I have? Just like that? I refuse to say that. I suppose you have, yeah. I'll travel with you back to Dialtown just to get to the mayor and to see her again, get her just desserts. I think he spelled that deserts. Hang on, actually, let me look. Yeah, he spelled that deserts, because desserts spelled with 2 S's, or 3, technically. Maybe? Hang on. No, you know what? Let's not fucking spell check this. Alright, let's see. In that case, let's get going. No time like the present, huh? Yeah, we might as well, sure. Be nice to get to the lake before we hit hog hour. Enjoy. 10 minutes of the worst chit-chatting imaginable later. Alright, hang on. Lovely. So, are turnips like a fruit or whatever? Turnips are a root. For the last time, partner. I told you I'm willing to accompany you, but this needless chit-chat does not come under the terms of our agreement. I'll walk with you, shoot anything that tries to shoot at us first, but I ain't up for banter of any kind. This'll be the last turnip-related question, I promise. You said that the last 3 times already, partner. No more. Oh. You could be nicer to me, you know. And you could be quieter. My, what a world that might be. I could always yodel to pass the time. Partner, as my mama used to say, ain't wise to yodel at a man who's holding a loaded firearm. Huh. Did she, say it often? Once. Only need to say it once for it to sink in. Huh, alright then. Hey, Norm, I have one last question. If you ask me another question about turnips or radishes, I swear, you're gonna get the taste of lead for the rest of your short life. No, I wanted to ask. Is Mingus right about Dialtown? What are you talking about now? Are you starting to piece together why they might have waited to get rid of you? I think they meant to say wanted. No, not the exiling part. Her wanting to make Dialtown just like it was when Callum was in charge. I guess what I mean is... Do you think Dialtown was better off before Callum died? Before he what now? You think he's... You don't know a damn thing about what President Crown achieved, do you? I know he had a funny head, wore a flag tie, and made lots of telephones. That's the gist of him, right? The gist of... He was the greatest leader this here country's ever had. A visionary. And a tragic waste of potential in the end. I found out what happened to him after I jumped forward in time, of course. So wait, he's not dead, but is gone? That's the long and short of it, yeah. To my knowledge, he's alive and kicking, but still completely gone. I'm even more confused now. You make my brain hurt, Magic Hat Man. Alright. Maybe you'll understand if I start at the very beginning, context and all. I recall this takes a while, hang on. Him.
Callum Crown was born here in Dialtown in 1923.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in the 30s, in an era of depression and change, Callum found himself transfixed with the technology that was becoming slowly commonplace at the time, namely the telephone.
Yeah.
Callum was born with a severe deformity,
Oh
having
my.
only one complete limb, his left arm. While extraordinarily bright, he lived a solitary life, watching other kids outside perform feats he could only dream of.
Uh-huh.
When the early 40s rolled around, Callum signed up to fight in World War II, but wasn't accepted on account of his disability. He had to stay home and bitterly follow the war alongside the rest of those unfit to fight via hazy radio transmissions. If only I could walk, Callum thought to himself.
It's a really pretty radio.
If I could walk, I could serve. It was at that time that Callum put his garage workshop to good use. Made use of scraps of just about any metal he could get his hands on, forged himself a pair of prosthetic legs, which, while crudely assembled, were virtually unheard of at the time.
Well.
He sent the Army Registration Office a note, vouching for his new metallic appendages, vowing to join their cause, whatever the cost. He never got a reply.
They ghosted him.
So he simply sent another letter, and another, and another. What started as one letter quickly became dozens.
Like Ticket Jerry.
Always a motivated guy, Callum decided to use his head, try something new. Callum bought his first telephone. After getting through to Dialtown's head enlister, Callum found out that to his shock, every single one of his letters had hit their mark.
Yeah, they just ignored it.
Thrown out en masse. I'm here to recruit the best of the best this country has to offer, the recruiter stated over the phone. Not some freak with metallic legs who slowed the rest of my boys down. With a single disconnecting click, Callum's dreams were obliterated yet again.
Poor baby.
Callum, now full of spite and determination, decided to better himself further. He built himself a right hand out of just about any metal he could find left over from the construction of his legs. Connected the copper wires to his own nerves.
Ouch.
And forged the very first
like automail.
working prosthetic hand. With the war winding down, Callum decided to go out to patent his designs.
Good luck, babe.
Both the patent office looked at him as though he were a freak. His rusted iron clanking hand and his bulky metallic legs.
I won't call this bulky, but...
To the end of the war, now disillusioned. Via a hazy radio transmission whilst tweaking his mechanical limbs to be more functional.
Right.
Come 1948, Callum decided to try his hand at selling his mechanical limbs to war veterans, many of which had returned in the coming months after the war. Initially, they sold like hotcakes, allowing Crown to move from his garage to a small manufacturing plant. Sadly, this did not turn out to be a sustainable
Well, of course
business
not.
model, as once each soldier bought a prosthetic leg or two, they didn't need to buy another. Come 1950, Callum struggled to move even one limb. This led him back to the drawing board. His inventions had dramatically improved his own quality of life. He wondered if he could offer
everyone's
his fellow
super.
man an upgrade. Advanced metallic limbs had tools built in, and increased strength or flexibility. Limbs that could even change humanity.
Change the
Even
world?
as he
Sounds
knew,
like Maverick. Talk to
so
me.
he changed his own life. Callum took him to the public, parading his new and improved models around in the street shows, using himself as a test subject. Was laughed off as a monster with metallic limbs, trying to sell his own misery to others. Callum was looked on as a self-mutilated idiot.
Even though he was
someone who
born
made
that way.
himself a freak for show, and not as a talented and determined visionary who paved the path that he needed underneath him to walk.
I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove the whole world wrong if I must.
Callum gradually became more cynical. He began reading more into the market with the vain hopes of copying success. And sure enough, he figured it out. Sadly, America turned into a luxury market.
Yeah, unfortunately
Washing
for us.
machines, televisions, refrigerators, always selling faster than the nearby factories could churn them out.
Right.
Callum's idea to integrate organics and inorganics wasn't taken to right away. With a lack of sales revenue, Callum had to all but shut down Crowd Mechanics Incorporated and let each and every one of his workers go.
Oh.
Callum soon became something of a town oddity,
Well,
not
yeah.
like myself. A door-to-door salesman made of clunking rusted metal, a vendor of that which was unwanted. Callum somehow felt lonelier than ever before, even more so than when he was back in his garage, watching the rest of the world move outside his window. He reflected on his loneliness, once again being bound to his workshop, next to his phone, desperate not to miss a single opportunity for his dream to take off.
Poor baby.
His phone. It connected him to
There
the
it
world
is.
outside of the workshop, to the rest of Dialtown. Perhaps it could again.
Perhaps.
That's when he realized.
I've got it now.
Callum spent a full year working on his new design. A telephone that's built into your head could be swapped and traded for other such devices, and has
If
a
you so
5-year
choose.
warranty. No repurchases required. Surprisingly, despite their clunkiness and novelty, the practicality of having complete and portable phone access anywhere in the world,
Uh-huh.
their airwave frequencies wasn't lost on people. And interestingly, the phones caught on quickly.
Yeah.
A typewriter alternative even became common,
Mhm.
allowing text to be printed from one's own head, as if the user was having a conversation with the very paper itself.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
Unpredictably, these phone heads caused a massive boom to employment, with young men and women getting hired left, right, and center as both manufacturers, but also operators in switchboard exchanges.
Yep.
This economic boom made Callum extraordinarily popular, which he used to run for mayor, the Senate, and finally the presidency.
There
All
he
three
is.
roles he walked into, seen as a visionary, a man who could change the face of America for the second time. Becoming leader of the United Nations,
Oh, wow.
proposed to the world his vision for the future.
Mm-hmm.
His idea of a functional, inclusive, and wondrous mechanical world where all problems from famine to animal extinction, societal
Well.
conflict to resource shortages, all could be solved, preventing future wars and creating worldwide harmony.
Wouldn't that be nice?
However, due to paranoia, he refused to write the plan down in its entirety
Ah.
or tell anyone what it is prior to the proposal's agreement.
And there it is.
Needless to say, the vote in favor for the plan won by a landslide. In the coming years, the whole world was converted to have inorganic heads.
Mm-hmm.
Women, children, animals too.
Yep.
Callum stood on the tallest podium given to a human being today,
Mm-hmm.
and failed the hardest for it.
Oh,
He
yes.
began to give his ultimate speech, his oratory opus.
My
Mhm.
fellow humans, now
Right.
for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Without further ado, the full details of my plan to substantially improve the whole world.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. It says delete voicemails if you can't read it.
Callum had accidentally wiped his own answering box.
Damn.
Where his model telephone was being used to store his memories.
Oh, that sucks.
With Callum having given himself total amnesia in an instant,
Mm-hmm.
the whole world was stunned. Life was made fundamentally different for everyone. All for a promise never kept.
Uh-huh.
Changes, the thought process behind these sweeping modifications, now a mystery. So,
Yep.
the world just picked up the pieces.
Had to
Without
move
Callum,
on.
Of course. Nowadays, Callum sits in an old nursing home.
That's
alone,
depressing.
tuning a busted radio, asking anyone who comes near him.
Is the war over yet?
Hmm.
Can't get a signal.
God damn, I forgot how depressing that is. Okay, we gotta make sure we save. Okay. Huh. He deserved better for his service. Poor guy. Maybe he did, but... that's just the way the world works, you know. No system values its pawns. Life ain't about what you deserve, it's about what you get. Whoa, that's eerie. My friend Karen said that to me once. You know, the woman who you're about to meet. Meet? You make your arrangements with her, I'll just keep my distance, thank you very much. Nonsense, you gotta meet her. I don't mesh well with other people, you know that. Simply don't want anything to do with them. Uh-huh. I swore I'd accompany you till we reached the mayor, but I said nothing about chatting to your strange friends. She's lovely, though. She's no nonsense, just like yourself. Don't try to butter me up. She and I are nothing alike. Nothing? Nothing alike. I guarantee you that. You really hate other people, huh? You know what? I think I'm gonna try to change your mind about that. Not everyone's bad, you know. There's still some good in the world. Some people toss me meat. I hope you'll get to see that. For the record, accompanying you does not include learning of life lessons. If I wanted to learn a crushing life lesson, I'd get married again or rub a cat's exposed fluffy belly. Nah, partner. I'm just dandy as I am. Thank you very much. Now then, let's keep moving. Sun's setting, and believe it or not, I don't want to see you break your ankle stepping in a gopher hole, and for me to have to put you out of your misery like a broken horse. I wouldn't take it personally if you had to. Oh, back to this.
I appreciate you all meeting with me here yet again. As I'm sure you all know, approximately 1 year has passed since Logan's exile. Let me save just in case. Which is coincidentally the first time we've ever been able to meet now that Billy's out of juvie on probation.
Hey, don't slap the blame on me, Mingles. You could have easily overturned my conviction and got me out instantly.
Call him out on his bullshit.
First of all, call me Mingles again, and it's the death penalty for you, bucko. Secondly, you get 1 free pardon per year, and this was your 17th.
17 convictions in a year is way lower than my annual average, to be fair.
It's only mid-February. Look, my point still stands. The initiation of Phase 2 of Mayor Mingus's perfect society reforms is vastly overdue. Abel, drop by the fun fair and retrieve the green one's shelled spawn for Theodore.
Are you kidding me? Why do I have to collect the eggs? They'll probably be moist.
Very possibly, but alas, every other member is already preoccupied with a mission of their very own.
What about the mustachio dude? He hasn't done much yet.
Theodore's coordinating the tranquilization, retrieval, and containment of Bigfoot as per our mutually beneficial agreement.
And I couldn't be more thrilled. Why, with the competent and well-trained officers, this should be a cinch.
Well, alas, Theodore, those 2 idiots are all you've got to work with, so plan accordingly.
You mean us, ma'am?
Are there any other 2-for-1 imbeciles in this room right now? You don't have to be so mean to us, ma'am.
You're completely right, I don't. Also, take a pair of binoculars with you. They should help you locate the feral ape man without getting too close enough to startle him. Theodore, take a tranquilizer gun and snag him from afar. Look for him in Uptown first. I'm certain I heard on the grapevine that the bank has a vault full of bananas just for him. I'm sure he lingers around their premises constantly.
Miss Crown, couldn't we maybe have 2 pairs of binoculars?
Scare him a little. Yeah, what if we squabbled over who gets to use the first set you gave us and just accidentally let him get away?
Oh, well, that's easy. I'd have you both killed.
You can have it, bro.
Bro.
Marvelous. Millie, go get some fresh batteries for your megaphone from upstairs.
So, you're saying...
Yes, you can have the megaphone back on the condition that you don't use it in here again. If you need to release that will pent-up energy of yours during one of our meetings, just scream into a pillow or something.
Can it be one of those novelty throw pillows you have in your lounge that look just like your face?
Why would you want to... Fine. It's a compromise, I guess, sure.
Wait, why can't he retrieve the eggs instead? It'll only take him a literal minute to find the batteries.
Are you seriously asking why I'm not entrusting Billy to retrieve a set of items that are specifically renowned for being incredibly fragile? An item that is also consistently used just for obnoxious pranks by youthful delinquents such as himself? I guarantee you that if you let him lay a finger on a single one of those eggs, we'll have to scrub the front of town hall for a solid week to dispel the smell of rotten egg yolk.
Yeah, it's true. I would totally betray you guys to vandalize your clubhouse the literal moment I felt like it.
Well, what about the hobo? He's not doing anything.
He's warming Bunny's seat. Very important.
Oh, come on.
Seriously? He's doing what I'm paying him for, which is more than I can say for you, Abel.
Maya, can I have some more dog food, please?
You can have half at the beginning and half at the end as agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, Abel, you're the only one of us here with keys to the fun fair. You'd have to page your ticket booth employee and let her know that someone else was coming on your behalf if we sent anyone else.
Fat chance of that working. The guy's a moron. He'd somehow screw up opening the gates for us if we had trusted him with the responsibility. Probably set the whole booth on fire or something. Whatever I'm paying him, it's far too much.
Hang on, are you even paying him minimum wage?
I stand by my statement.
Look, how about this? If you go now, I promise you don't have to go back out again for the rest of the night. Which suits me, since you have no useful attributes aside from owning numerous roller coasters, so it's not like you're good for anything else.
Alright. You didn't have to be so scathing about it.
Next time, do as you're told the first time I ask, and I'll give you a wrapped peppermint instead of a harsh reality check. Now, get going. I believe we're all ready to initiate stage 2.
Wait, hold on, I have a question.
Fine. Alright, out with it then.
If we're all preoccupied with warming seats, tranquilizing Bigfoot, screaming into pillows and whatnot, then what's stopping Logan from just walking right back into town?
Logan may be annoyingly persistent, yes, but they're also easily deterred by even the most trivial obstacles.
Ah, the classic battle of the foam brick versus the undrivable car.
Hush you. Anyway, even if Logan was to somehow make it back into town, well, whoever finds them would no doubt see the note stapled to their spine and swiftly report the encounter to us. Although, something tells me our green friend won't be sighted again.
What, your brain?
Yes, but also no. You see, I placed something quite interesting along the outskirts of the town. Something quite akin to, say, a scarecrow. Should the stitched one wander back into the perimeter of Dialtown after a year of begging prescribes elsewhere, it'll likely stumble across my surprise, and likely won't stop running until it reaches the next county. Or more likely, collapses face down in a waterlogged ditch and gets mistaken for green roadkill the next morning.
Oh, come on. It couldn't be that repugnant. That fucker eats gravel from the side of train tracks. You're underestimating their depravity.
Oh, you don't understand, my minute spite child. I had this thing engineered for pieces of the 3 most unnerving objects I could gather. All 3 entities shared a dark, potent energy as one being. We possess a truly wretched force to be reckoned with. Granted, it's quite unlikely that they'll actually find it after not being seen for a whole year.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh god, what is that? What on God's green earth have we just encountered? Hat from Big Bertha. Knickknacks from Madame Mediocre. Entire essence of Greg. Big Gregman. No! No! Seeing this is the worst thing to happen to anyone in history. Fuck. Ah!
Thank you, Norm.
You missed. I don't miss. Thank you, Norm. You were saying?
Norm, I need to save because we're getting very close to the end of stream.
Norm, How?
When you live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, there's really only 3 things that you have to occupy yourself with. Shooting tin cans, hunting for your supper, and swatting flies. All 3 of which majorly help you hone your aim.
Especially that third one. Good lord, the amount of critters that they get a wandering and flying into your house.
The largest of which was me.
And the most annoyingly persistent. You're welcome. At least flies move away from you after a moment when you swat at them.
I'm a lovable creature. And you slaughtered Big Gregma, saving my life.
Well, not quite, since you weren't in any actual danger, partner. You essentially just shat yourself over a weird-looking scarecrow.
But had you not shot it, phone Lord, I'd have run till I hit the next county.
Or, collapse in a ditch 2 miles up the road.
You cared enough to shoot it for my sake.
You do have a kind heart, Norm. I shot it because you were screaming right in my ear. I do have an ear on each side of my head, you know.
Oh well, at least Big Gregma is fucking dead forever.
Should I ask how in tarnation you knew what this appalling abomination's name was?
Oh, I meant its 3 constituent parts as distinct entities in 3 of the other 4 routes.
What?
Never mind. Anyway, I'm 80% sure the mayor slapped it together with shit she found around town.
Course. Only creatures vile and deprived as Mayor Mingus could conceive of any entity this obscene.
Yeah, I think Mayor Mingus might be Kitty Satan.
Oh, it'll be as sweet as molasses to see that cat get what she deserves.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the look on her face when I return to town.
Yeah, sure. Come on, we're spitting distance from the lake. With any luck, that printer pal of yours will be loitering around.
Oh, Karen! There she is, my love. Okay, let's save. Again, because we're getting pretty close to the end of stream, so. Karen, it's me, it's Logan. Logan? It's been so long, What are you doing out here? Did your cat homing instincts follow me out here? Did you pick up my scent? If you did, then that's extraordinarily impressive given that I haven't seen you for at least a year.
I ain't surprised in the slightest to learn that they got a nose of a bloodhound.
Actually, no, you see all the cough nectar I've drunk has really dulled my palate. I don't quite have the nose of a bloodhound, more of a elderly pug, perhaps? Say, Karen, what are you doing out here anyway? It's like dusk and junk. You ever tried painting the moon during the day?
I'm sure I could if I...
Norm, have you been to the moon?
I passed it, but I never stepped foot on it. Didn't want to brawl with the feral folks still up there.
Wait, what? Are there aliens up there?
Not quite aliens, nah. What, you think the first folks that went up there actually came back down? That's cute. People assumed the landing was fake, but really, it was everything after.
But Neil Armstrong did come back to Earth, though.
You sure about that? Have you met him, huh?
Actually, I have. He signed my toy rocket ship at a space convention years ago.
That's not the same Neil who landed on the moon. Trust me on this. And
so, wait. Then who was...
You don't have the necessary clearance to know that, partner. I don't think proprietary information matters at this point, darling.
So, Logan, are you going to introduce me to the eccentric dude to my left who is visually clashing with himself, or...
Hey, now, don't you dare cast your narrow-minded judgment about how I look.
Well, I'm an artist, Norm, so I know visual consistency when I see it, or, in your case, the lack thereof. I don't do subtlety, but even for me, you've got a lot going on. Alright, you two seem to be coexisting. Karen, meet Sergeant Norm Allen. Norm, this here be Karen.
Howdy, ma'am.
He's essentially a cranky space cowboy, as you can see. Yeah, I figured that much out on my own. Is there much else to him? He's got gorgeous eyes. I saw one of them through a peephole before he pointed a gun at me.
To my shock and horror, I'm beginning to realize that our relationship may have actually somehow been your most normal and healthy one. It was. Hey, me and them ain't dating. We kinda are. This is your route. I don't even know what species you are. I don't even cross the interspecies line when dating. Doesn't matter. Source, data Bigfoot. Got 10 minutes to unpack that. Bigfoot doesn't exist. Oh, I see, you're one of those people. What? A sane person? A, to my dismay, I can confirm Bigfoot's existence. We're actually well acquainted. B, I'm yet to hear of a sane man wearing both a cowboy hat and a NASA suit. I'm sane enough to know that Bigfoot ain't. Alright, now that introductions are out of the way, why exactly are you gallivanting around the woods with a sardonic space cowboy, Logan? Oh, so, funny story about that. It all started when I pissed off the wrong cat. Oh, for crying out loud. I'll just fill her in. Be much quicker and much less confused for everyone involved. Several minutes of actually coherent explanation later. So, that's the gist of it, I suppose. Yeah, get all that? Yeah, I believe so. But, wait, how did they manage to cram them into a regular-sized cat carrier? With great difficulty, I'd imagine. Alright, thanks for clarifying. That was the only question I had. No, wait, actually, I have one other. Didn't you have a typewriter head when I saw you last, Logan? Yes. No. Maybe. Cool. So, what are you two looking for from me? Taxi fare, an alibi? Well, but a way to get smuggled back into Dialtown would be just dandy, ma'am. If you were to know such a way, that is. There may be a security wandering around the perimeter of town watching for my inevitable return. So we'll need to get smuggled into town inside something inconspicuous. I could take you back in a handbag. Granted, I don't normally carry one of those around with me, so it might look a tad suspicious. Also, the handbag would have to be large enough to fit the both of you inside, which would almost certainly look suspicious. Oh, Lord. Just cram the two of us into a pair of big old suitcases and call it a day. Do you seriously think I'm going to wheel both of you all the way back into town? Yeah. Asking me to lug just one of you back into town would be a ridiculous request, let alone the both of you. Come on, Carmel. Referring to me as Carmel while simultaneously trying to gain a favor from me is quite a foolish strategy, you know. Also, what if those hypothetical gods were to stop me? What would I even say is contained within my two massive, pulsating, grunting suitcases if questioned? Just say they have miscellaneous cargo in them. Works every time. Your idea stank, for the record. Don't be rude to Logan. Oh, come on. You're hardly a welcome beam of sunshine yourself. Don't be rude to her. Logan and I go way back. I'm not the one giving a total stranger a rude introduction. In fairness, you were vocally repulsed by me when we met. I feel that was earned, though. Alright then, genius. Think of another plan. We could dig a tunnel underground right into Dialtown. Jesus fucking Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Fantastic plan. You definitely wouldn't just die underground after a cave-in. Agree to disagree, Norm. While Logan can almost certainly navigate underground at a speed comparable to your average mole, unlike the mole, Logan would certainly swallow all of the soil they had cleared. They would definitely die underground, groaning and clutching their soil-filled belly. No, Karen, he wasn't speaking genuinely. Norm was being sarcastic. Norm, I have to say, I find you to be an incredibly unlikable individual. Oh, what? So my company's undesirable, but you find hanging around with this green varmint to be just peachy? Logan was the first person to ever make me see my own value, I'll have you know. Oh, like this moron. I am right here, you know. This moron convinced me to spread my wings to show my art to the world. Logan taught me that ultimately you have to take responsibility for your own happiness, because nobody else will. Huh. That's obvious, though. Well, do you? To me, you're just cantankerous old coot, happy to stew in your bitterness. Hey, for your information, I'm not that old. Aren't you, like, legally 100? You're a dinosaur. No, I'm sure I'm legally dead by now. That ain't the same thing as being 100, you know. Well, most people born 100 years ago are legally dead now, statistically, so the two aren't mutually exclusive. She has a point, Norm. I hate three-way conversations. Wait. I know a way to smuggle you two into Dialtown. You do? Do you remember Oliver Swift by any chance? Worked at the old cinema, co-runs a horror attraction now. You started a movie he directed. He says stuff like gnarly and groovy a lot. The name rings a bell, I guess. He wears a fez. Oh, Oliver, the Olive Man, yes! There's been a lot of back and forth about me doing some commission work for him, you know, for his attraction. Oh, shit. I know, like, we were gonna save again in just, like, 4 minutes, but still. He wants something surreal and haunting, and he thinks I have the chops for what he has in mind. He receives cratefuls of props on a weekly basis, so I'm sure it wouldn't garner any suspicion if he were to receive another tonight, with both of you inside. If I were to send you both to his attraction and pay for a courier to pick up the crate, you two would reach Uptown Dialtown in just under 2 hours. Karen, you genius. I can't thank you enough. And if there's anything I can do to return the favor. I liked it when you called me a genius. Genius, you're a genius. Thank you. Alrighty then. It appears we got a game plan. Actually, for your fare, Norm, I'll need something from you first. Oh, so you're stingy type, huh? Alright, my mom didn't raise me to expect something for nothing, so how much you want? Oh, no, I wasn't referring to financial compensation. Apologize to Logan. No apology, no trip. Apologize? For what? You called them a moron. Only I and certain Supreme Court justices have the authority to do that. Hey, I agreed to accompany them as armed backup, but I said nothing about providing pleasant conversation. Logan, do you really want someone like this to accompany you on your journey? Whatever do you mean, dearest Karen? I mean, what if he shoots somebody? That'll only complicate matters further. What if someone shoots at me, Karen? You don't think they'd... No. I'm sure they'd just squeeze you into another cat carrier. Yeah, as if. Do you know what the definition of insanity is, Missy? Yes, it's calling me Missy and expecting to wake up uncastrated. Is it spending hours cramming me into a cat carrier? Both of those definitions work, sure. Now, you. Apologize. No. Say you're sorry. You really think that's wise? Trying to issue commands to an armed man? I could destroy you, and you know it. Logan, I'm sorry Karen feels I've hurt your feelings. That's a non-apology. You? Alright. I'm sorry that I called you a moron, Logan. I shouldn't have said it out loud, just in my head. Thank you. And yes, that is the standard procedure for dealing with Logan's tomfoolery. I'm a lovable scamp. I've got a spare crate to shove both of you into. I've just got to call Oliver to know he expects you both. But wait. I'm unable to perform basic tasks. You have a printer head. Norm has a flesh head. That leaves us with nobody in our posse with a working phone head. To call Oliver, we'll have to hack into Dialtown's phone lines and... I mean, I could just call him on my cell phone. You can do that? You know every single person in civilized society has one of these, right? Well, I don't. Norm, you live in a shack and eat possum meat. I don't eat. Fuck. In all fairness, possum is succulent and gamey. Truly a working man's delicacy. I've seen you eat possums with tire marks on them, Logan. See. Alright, let's just get you two loaded into a crate before I change my mind. I'm reading this out because I'm assuming it's going to cut to black pretty soon. Karen, my ink-churning maiden, how can I ever make it up to you? Never refer to me as an ink-churning maiden would be a wondrous start. Okay. The second we can save. Oh shit. Well, we're saving because it's the end of stream, and I can. Let's find someone to send y'all to, if anyone's live. No one is live, so I'm just going to leave you here. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be temporarily doing a Terraria stream so that I can, come on, brain. Do the Halloween stuff. And I will see you again then. But until then, guys, bye!